Welcome to the Pretty and Profiting Show, your favorite show for branding, beauty, business, and the truth of how to be a boss lady and build your empire. Pause the show right now and grab your seat at prettyprofitsgift.com and enroll into the free 21-day e-course to build a brand that people crush on, gossip about, and buy from. And now, your host. She is the fierce money-making brand strategist and creative freaking genius, Nicole K. Lundy.
Hey, y'all. It's Nicole K. Lundy here. This month, we're talking about brand love. Today, we're talking about how to use Instagram. I want to welcome you to this episode. I want to welcome you to this show. Let's get started. So I have two statistics to share with you. Recent studies have shown that there are over 200 active users on Instagram. Do you get that? 200 million. Another statistic. In all areas, no matter what you're selling, emotions drive 85% of buying decisions, 15% logic. So with these two statistics, here's how you use Instagram so that people fall in love with your brand. Number one is that you need to create videos. So recently, if you're new to Instagram, and you don't know this feature exists, Instagram allows you to have 15-second videos on your profile. Number one, this makes you be much more concise about what you say, and people get to see you, they get to hear you, they get to experience you as if, they feel like they can touch you, and you make a deeper connection with your followers. 3, it gives you a chance to spotlight yourself, your team members behind the scenes, events going on, events coming up, whether online or in person. It gives an experiential opportunity for your followers when you create videos. 2 is that you want to have your own unique hashtags. So, for instance, on our Pretty and Profiting Instagram page, our unique hashtag is Pretty Profiting. Now, we've combined our unique hashtag with hashtags related to what our target audience is looking for. So for instance, we use podcast, we use branding, we use entrepreneur, we use entrepreneur life. There's several hashtags that we use consistently related to our target audience. Now, to find your hashtags that would be relevant to your brand, just do a simple hashtag search on Instagram, and you can see the number of posts for a particular hashtag, and you can go from there. Instagram allows you to have about 30 hashtags per post. Utilize them. Hashtags are the backbone of building your following on Instagram. 2 is that you want to edit your photos. Instagram just added some cool new filters for your photos. Add some dimension. So I do recommend you be consistent in your color scheme, making sure you incorporate your brand colors for the photos that you post, but also do some editing. So you add some special effects, kind of change it up, do the unexpected, but stay within your brand look. Next, you want to keep your whole profile within your brand story. So if you have a profile that's about finding relationships, the whole storyline of your Instagram profile should stay in that scenario. So We're talking about how to use Instagram to build brand love, to build a loyal following, because this month, that's what we're focusing on. We'll be right back. It's time to get bold and get your brand out there in a big, smart way. If you want more clients, a waiting list, in fact, the exact tools to make more money with your programs, to become the celebrity in your marketplace, generate more business opportunities, to showcase your expertise, a zealous community of people in your tribe, and to make more money, I created the Monetize My Brand program to do exactly that for your business. Listen, the world is hungry for real, authentic brands that not only transforms their life, but impacts generations to come. Go to prettyprofits2015.com today and enroll. So we're back, and today we're talking about how to use Instagram to build your brand love. So a cool thing that one of my clients, Curly Bell, does, and I highly recommend you follow them, even if it's just for seeing the tips and strategies they use, is featuring customers. So what she does, the founder, Teranique Pennerman, does is she features customers that follow her on Instagram that use the hashtag CurlyBell. You can use that. A ton of brands do this, and it's genius. And I have to admit, we haven't started doing that yet, but we will be implementing that shortly. But featuring your customers adds engagement. So we talked about in an episode earlier this month about how building strong relationships with your target audience. And one of those things is creating engaging and conversational content. That applies to Instagram, although it's pictures predominantly and videos that you're sharing. Engagement and conversations still needs to happen. So featuring customers is an awesome way to do that. Start having special promotions. Start featuring people who use your special hashtag. Get creative. The thing is, you have to do it your way and do it in a way that makes sense for your brand so that you're consistently doing that. So with that said, if you do start to feature customers, make sure that you can consistently do that. Who's managing your Instagram profile? See and make sure that they are on board with consistently making this happen. Lastly, I want to talk about tools for Instagram. So there's two that we have personally used, and I want to recommend them to you. One is Latergram, and the second one is Schedulegram. So these tools are beneficial for you if you have more than one Instagram account to manage. Instagram is still pretty tight-lipped on allowing third-party apps such as Hootsuite and Buffer to post directly on Instagram. But what these two apps allow you to do is schedule your post, and you get a notification to post that directly. That way, when you're planning out your content marketing and including Instagram in that schedule feed, you can be consistent with that as well too. Now, most of you heard me say if you're managing multiple Instagram accounts. It does make sense for some small businesses to have multiple Instagram accounts. One, target audiences are drawn in from different messages. For instance, users of Apple didn't all come from using a MacBook. A lot of them came from using the iPod, which I did. I had a first generation iPod, and I still have it. They don't even make it anymore. But that's how I got into the Apple world. Now I have an iPad, a MacBook, an iPod, an iPhone, and I'm way deep into Apple. But a lot of people will find your brand from different avenues. So for instance, we have an Instagram for our podcast show. We have an Instagram just on bankable branding. I have a personal Instagram, Nicole K. Lundy, and it all works in building our target audience, and they come from different areas. So it may make sense for you to have multiple Instagram accounts. It may make sense for you to not have multiple Instagram accounts. The key is You have to make sure you're consistent in posting. You have to make sure you're posting engaging content and conversational content. And you have to make sure that you are telling your brand story in a way that makes sense. Got it? So use Instagram. I highly recommend it for most businesses. Follow brands that are related to what you do, but also non-related, because there's so many brands that are killing it on Instagram. I mentioned one, Curly Bell. Kayor Cosmetics is one. Benefit Cosmetics is one. MTV, Marjorie Harvey, Boss Babe. There's so many Instagrams that's killing it. Just find them and follow them. Look for the tactics. So brand love, that's our topic for the month. Today we spoke about how to use Instagram. Go out, make it happen. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Pretty and Profiting Show. Now, I want you to join the Pretty and Profiting Posse over on Facebook. It's simple to join. Just go to Facebook, type in Pretty and Profiting in the search box, and click join. Hurry, we're waiting on you. Until next time, stay pretty and stack those profits.